this is Cluskey speaking. 4 minutes on the net with Dec. If you're new to 4 minutes, I give sort of advice and long years of, I know, enormous success, I suppose, chart hits and all over the world and with my band. And also the information that the guys in the office, because they listen to stuff all the time, and what they say to me as well. And when I'm on the road doing concerts, what I pick up there. So there we are. That's what you get from 4 minutes on the net with Dec. Dec@makehits.com if you want to send me an email, and most people do. I don't know, they like to get an email back from me, I suppose, and I do try to answer every email I get sent. I always make that promise. You can just once. Members of the Serious Writers Guild, they have my attention all the time, on the phone, direct phone, Skype, everything. But what was I on about? This is part 3 of a series I'm doing on a CD that was sent to me by a member of the Serious Writers Guild just after a month. And I always say to members, please wait for 4 or 5 months, because the change will be so huge that you will then be making fantastic music in the right way. But he sent me a CD and I sent him an email back. And I'm just going through some of the points which will help you. I'm sure they'll help you, and they may change you into a more commercial, money-making music man. We got right through. The last point was to have a memorable instrumental melody line, and I suggested listening to The Launch by DJ Dean, an ancient track by standards, but still very valid today, because it was the first one to do that massive big hook line. I say to him here, you have great talent, but you've got to learn and observe the rules that make hits. Dance hits are not just rhythm and a hit, a bit of a vocal. They are carefully constructed, artistic, commercial million sellers, and they are very carefully constructed, usually to a formula which the producer or the DJ or whoever made the track has been using for quite a while, and just getting it better and better and better. And I explained here that, you know, when you think that Tchaikovsky and Schubert and that, they were the big hit makers of their time, and they had formulas as well. Dvorak, Aaron Copland, for instance, all very what you call formulaic. They knew the formula for success and they stuck with it. And I say, you know, you've got to study what all the music people have done through the years, and particularly what's in the chart. I mean, the chart is played practically on Sundays usually in every country of the world, and that's where to learn. That's where to learn what's going on, what's current, what is futuristic. What's coming in the future, because you've got to be 6 months in the future. And a line here I always quote, why create mediocrity when you can copy genius? A great line, and so true. Copy genius, copy great tracks, do them differently but copy them. And I just say to him a little bit word of advice, because he was saying he's going in the studio again next week. And I say, just watch it. Watch the spending. Great line I created in 1996 when I started the Serious Writers Guild. I started by saying, you're in this business to make money, not to spend it. Great line. You're in this business to make money, not to spend it. And that's why everything I do in my studio and everything I tell you about is all shoestring stuff. You know, you can do it on a shoestring. You don't have to spend the huge money, but you can get the great results by knowing how to do it. Just watch the spending, Also, here's a huge point. The CD that he sent me was absolutely blank. On the cover there was nothing, there were no contact details or anything, and I explained to him, just like years and donkey's years ago, cassettes that they're just thrown around. I go into A&R departments and record companies and that, and even my studio, there'll be CDs just thrown around. And that's the way they are today. So if you don't have your contact details, it could be the greatest track in the world, but just simply get lost in somebody's car, in the boot or the trunk of the car, or in the office. So they won't be able to contact you. You know, there's a great track and it's got just no contact details whatsoever. Make absolutely sure. And I say, oh, here's the final great point of this 4 minutes is, for goodness sake, if you do put your details on, don't put the inevitable, you know, played by me, written by me, sung by me, copyright held by me, published by me, floor swept by me, coffee made by me, studio painted by me. You know that me thing all the time. Don't do it. I never put my name to anything. Now, you may think that's strange, but I use a lot of pseudonyms. And that suits me. I know that I produced it. I know I played the instruments. I know I sang. I know I did the vocal arrangement. I know sang all the vocal arrangement. I know all that stuff. But if you look at any CD that I have produced through my long career, you'll see there's massive orchestras mentioned, choirs, everything. Right? You won't see me. It's totally amateur. So there we are. That's 4 minutes on the network deck this week. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Deck Cluskey. Deck@makehits.com. www.makehits.com. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this has helped. Comment down below, please, and share it with your friends. See you next week. Bye.